In this demonstration, you will learn about standard modules. Previously, you learned about a type of a module called a form module. Visual Basic supports another kind of module called the standard module. Like a form module, the standard module can declare variables and create general procedures. However, unlike a form, the standard module has no graphical component. In other words, you cannot add a text box to a standard module. Standard modules are used to store code that can be called by all the forms and other standard modules in a given project. You can add standard modules to your application by right-clicking the Project Explorer window and choosing Add, and then Module. Click Open to create a new module, or you can select an existing module. Each module is a distinct unit of code that can be reused in different projects. Just like forms, standard modules have a general declaration section. Because standard modules never contain objects, general is always the only object shown in the list. Also, since there aren't any procedures in the module yet, there aren't any other entries in the procedure list. Let's create a simple procedure, just so you can see it appear in the procedures list. Later in the course, you'll learn how to create general procedures for use in a Visual Basic application. Notice that Get Customer automatically appears in the procedures list under Declarations. Another common use for a standard module is to create variables that are available to all forms in an application, like this public variable. You can also create variables that are used only within the module, like this private one. You'll learn more about public and private variables in the next chapter. Standard modules provide an alternative location for variable declarations and procedures. Unlike forms, standard modules consist of only code and have no objects other than general. In addition to the form and standard module, there is another type of module supported by Visual Basic. It's called a class module. Class modules are discussed in the Mastering Visual Basic 6 development course and are outside the scope of this class. So, in this demonstration, you learned about a different kind of module in Visual Basic called a standard module.